People of the world, bar chords are the worst. Let's take turns going around the table and saying what we hate the most about bar chords. I'll go first. My least favorite thing about bar chords is that they're so hard to play. Okay, but wait, let me say one good thing about bar chords. You ready? The one good thing about bar chords is they don't have feelings because they don't have consciousness. So we can say whatever mean things we want about them and they don't even care. So we don't have to feel guilty. Just like NPCs in video games. But if we're being honest, I do lose some sleep over like, what if NPCs in video games do have consciousness? Like, because they act like they do. And like those poor citizens of Whiterun, like I've done so many terrible things to them. Or, okay, here's another thing. What if they don't have consciousness, but then there is some sort of ultimate judgment in the universe and it says like, well, yeah, they didn't have consciousness, but they still looked and acted like people. And you did those so many horrible, you like tortured them like it was unbelievable what you did to them. Solitude as well. I didn't really do much of anything bad to the people of Riften, because I just didn't like that town as much. So I would say that's probably what I like the most about bar chords. Here's the purpose of this video. Number one, we're just going to have a little commiseration sesh. That's like my favorite thing to do on the internet, is have commiseration sessions. And we're going to do that about bar chords. Then I'm going to tell you then I'm going to answer the age-old question. Do you really need to know how to play bar chords? Is that important for your productivity as a guitarist? Well, we'll get to the bottom of that one. Then I'm going to say I'm going to tell you good things about bar chords that you should consider. And that's it. That's all we're going to do. People of the world, friends and relatives, let's get this pumping party started. If you have not had extended, ample experiences with bar chords, then they're hard. Also, they might be hard for you. So this is what I'm trying to say. If you are new to bar chords and your friend tells you that bar chords are easy, stop being friends with that person. Maybe you've been playing guitar for 10, 20, 50 years and you've dabbled in bar chords the whole time and you still cannot successfully play a bar chord. I solemnly swear, hope to die upon my very breath, that could mean a couple things. One, it could mean that, I want to be motivating. I don't want to make you feel bad. I think it potentially could mean that it's just not in the cards for you, right? I mean, if you're trying something for 50 years and you can't do it, unless you really love the journey, just find something else that's more fun. I don't mean quit playing guitar. I just mean, bar chords aren't that I was supposed to answer I went down a little rabbit hole. What I was trying to say there is, even if you have been playing bar chords for a very long time and you still suck at them, there's all kinds of little tricks and ticks that you just haven't come across yet. You probably are just approaching it completely wrong, and I can help you with that. Don't mean to rub my own boat here, but I think I can make it happen. You just stick with me through the rest of this video. But what I was supposed to say we were having a commiseration session first. That was our commiseration session. It was really fun. I really enjoyed it. I talked about how old you were. It was really fun. But now we're getting to the crux of the matter, which is, do you even need to play bar chords? I'm going to give you a definitive no. Absolutely not. You do not need to know how to play bar chords. You do not need to even attempt to play bar chords. It's not mandatory. And what do I mean by that? Well, of course, not everybody plays guitar, so those people obviously don't need to play bar chords. But if you are a serious guitar player, even if you want, whether you just want it to be a part of your life or you want to be a professional guitarist, you still don't necessarily need to play bar chords. There have been so many incredible, professional, successful musicians who have brought joy and love to the heart of every newborn child in this great world of ours without playing any bar chords. Like, I feel like Ed Sheeran never plays bar chords. Taylor Swift, like, I bet that both Ed Sheeran and Taylor Swift can play bar chords, but they're like, why? They're annoying. I don't want to do it. And maybe they don't know how. I don't know. I've never seen Bob Dylan play a bar chord. I've never seen Jimi Hendrix play a bar chord. I've never seen Justin Bieber play a bar. I have seen Justin Bieber play bar chords. The point of, I don't know. I don't need to name every musician who's ever existed. You can have a very fruitful, joyous life full of music, success, love, and admiration without playing any bar chords. It's 100% possible. I've seen it. You can do it. That being said, you are working at a disadvantage if you don't play bar chords. They're really hard for a while. And then once you get them, it's fine. It's a little bit like getting your driver's license. If you're like me, all you got to do is practice for like 3.5 years, turn 18, and then the driving instructor feels so sorry for you that they just give you your license even though you're not very good at it. That's all you have to do to play bar chords. People, the world, friends, and relatives. Here's what a bar chord is. A bar chord is when... I should have made a plan for this. A it's like this. Okay, but that doesn't help anybody. A bar chord is where you take your pointer finger, you mash it down so you're pushing on the same fret on multiple strings, and then you do other stuff with your other fingers. The classic bar, I have a better definition for you in a minute. That was just my physical definition. Now I'm going to give you a musical definition. Let me just show you a bar chord really quick. You can try it. Just in case you're not familiar, you can try this. Take your pointer finger and put it on the first fret of the top string. Don't use the tip of your finger. Use the pad of your finger to play the first fret on the top string. Take your ring finger, put the tip of it on the third fret of the second string from the top. Take your pinky, put the tip of it on the third fret of the third string from the top. Take your middle finger, put the tip of it on the second fret of the third string from the bottom. We're partway there. This is what we have so far. Then, this is what makes all the bar chord magic happen. Take your pointer finger, and I want you to mash it down onto the bottom couple strings. So now you're pushing on the top string and pushing on the bottom couple, so your pointer finger forms this bar along all the strings. I assume that's why they're called bar chords, but I am not convinced that any human being actually knows why a bar chord is called a bar chord. So, hang on. My dad's texting me about a website. I don't know the answer to his question. Dad, I'll get back to you in just a minute. So, this is the F bar chord. Sounds like that, but what it actually sounds like is this. So, what's going to happen now is I'm going to tell you the musical definition of a bar chord. Here's what's happening when we're playing a bar chord. So, do you guys know the E chord? The Igor? It's this right here. If you don't know it, then whatever. Then you're not here to actually learn anything. You're just here to goof around and have a goof-off sesh with us, which is fine, because we're going to do that. But I'm just not going to take you seriously and let you slow down the rest of the class. So, this is an E chord. If you wanted to take this E chord, but have it be 1/2 step higher, you want it just a little bit higher, well, if you just take these fingers and move them, hey, there we go, that's it, right? Nope, wrong. That's a totally different chord, because you moved these 3 notes up a fret, but you did not move any of the open strings up a fret. So if we want to take this chord and make it 1 fret higher, we actually need to move these over and push down on those open strings. Now, you could use a capo. That's what the capo was invented for. And now look, there we go. We have a chord. But it's not entirely practical to be wait, hang on. I'm going to try this. You ready? I can't even do it at all. You can't put the capo on and move it around mid-song, right? So if you want to play this and then play it a 1/2 step higher, you're screwed. There's nothing you can do. Incorrect. That's where you move these over, but then you need something here. So use your pointer finger for that and rearrange the fingers over here. There we go. And then now you can move it a little higher. a little higher, a little higher, a little higher, a little higher, a little higher. That's what a bar chord is. You guys already knew that. You know what a bar chord is, but I just had to go through the motions anyway. It's kind of like you're using your pointer finger as a capo, so you can move a familiar chord shape to a different spot. We just did a bar chord with an E shape, where you move it over. You could do it with an A shape. You could even, this is less common, but you could even do it with a C shape. I hate it. I can't do it. There we go. Oh my goodness gracious. You do it with a G shape. Nobody uses those. Well, all anybody really uses is the E shape, the E minor shape, the A minor, and the A. Doesn't matter. I'm getting too much into this. I'm not here to teach you how to play bar chords today. What I'm here to do is, we already went over this, to have a commiseration sesh, to answer the age-old question, and then there was something else I was going to do as well. The overall thing I'm trying to do here, and let me just tell you now, this is a pretty good time to tell you, what I'm actually trying to do is get you to go watch my free course on how to play bar chords. It's at marinmusic.com. You just sign up for it, completely free. It's legitimately really good. I have so many trips and ticks in there. We have a good time. I actually, truly, honest to goodness, think that I have tips in there that nobody else has, and I think I'm the best, and and then, okay, what am I getting out of this? Well, it's that when you sign up for the course, then also you sign up for my newsletter, and I just have a lot of fun on my newsletter. I tell you, like, what tutorial videos are coming out and stuff. But if we're being totally honest, I've kind of, like, hit the threshold for my newsletter subscribers, so I'm gonna have to, like, pay for more people to be able to join. So I gotta get that figured out. But that's a problem for me, and I will figure that out before this video comes out. So don't feel like, oh, I'm not going to subscribe so he doesn't have to pay for more subscribers. No, I like it. I want you to subscribe to the newsletter, because then if the world blows up and YouTube dies and everybody's in pain, then I can still email you the tutorial schedule. People of the world, friends and relatives, my name's Stuart Alexander Lehman-brown. I feel like we haven't talked about anything yet. I just threw my phone on the ground. I made a list of reasons why bar chords are useful. Do you want to hear them? I'll tell you some of them. Okay. Here's what I think is the most important reason to get good at playing bar chords. Because there are certain songs where the only way to effectively and accurately play them is to play a bar chord. Especially where you probably run into it the most is with the B minor. There are so many songs that are full of chords you love, like G, D, E minor, A minor, and then there's a B minor in there, and you're like, this sucks. And there are little ways that you can sort of get around it, like by playing a B minor 7 or doing a non-bar chord version. But none of them quite cut the mustard the way we want them to cut our mustards, so it's just not good enough. So it just is going to allow you to play songs that you want to play, but there's just these unavoidable bar chords in them. Fantastic. Here's another reason why bar chords are so useful. Because they make changing the key of a song easier. This one is the least exciting, most boring reason. So if you're playing a song with somebody, and then, this is boring, I don't want to talk about this one. You can transpose songs easier. It doesn't matter. Here's another reason why bar chords are so useful. They actually force you to learn other music theory things. They teach you about the names of the notes, at least on the top two strings, because to effectively understand bar chords, you really do want to learn the names of the notes on these top two strings. It makes sense. We're just not going to get into it right now. You need to know what the name of the chord you're playing is. And if you, 6th fret, that's E flat, with an E flat minor, that kind of thing. And it just helps you know the fretboard better, and it helps you understand the difference between different chord types. It opens up the world of music theory to you in a way that you couldn't possibly imagine. May the fourth be with you. Here's another thing. Consistency of shape. What did I mean by that? This is not so much a reason why guitar bar chords are useful. It's just more like a little thing that makes them more... here's something that I wanted to tell you. Once you learn these 4 main bar chord shapes, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can play all of the important bar chords There's not, what I'm trying to say is there's not like that. It's not like you have to learn a whole new vocabulary. It's pretty much just 4 shapes you have to learn. Oh, and then, okay, one more. Here's another good one. You know how sometimes you're playing a song and you'll come across like an E minor 7 chord or an F sharp minor 11 or an E7 flat 9, flat 13. Once you have bar chords under your belt, it's a weird expression. I hate that expression. Does that mean you ate it and then now you're a little bit fatter because you understand bar chords? Doesn't make any sense. Why are we making this video? Just tell people to go to the bar chord course. That's where all the information is. It's so much fun and it's free and it's easy. Beautiful cover girl. So, okay, that didn't explain that. What does this mean? Okay, here's 2 more things. You ready? There's some music styles where you really need to know how to play bar chords. For example, reggae. It's really tough to play reggae without some bar chords. That was terrible. Can I do a better job of that? Let me try one more time. 1, 2, here we go. That was a little bit better. Reggae. That's offensive. Is it though? Actually, I'm not sure. And then maybe the most useful. Now this is here's one more reason why it's important to learn bar chords is because it makes it easier to communicate with other musicians. If you're talking to a piano player, they love the B flat chord. That's like one of their favorites. And there's no effective way to play that on guitar without playing it as a bar chord. So if a piano player, I said better, it makes it easier to communicate with other musicians. I think what I actually meant to say is it makes you slightly less resentful of other musicians. Because then if they say, play an E flat minor chord, you go, okay, I know what that is. E flat minor, instead of just being like, what fret is it on? And they go, I don't know. And then you go, then why'd you put it in the song? You knew I was going to have to learn it. You know what chords I can play. Why are you writing songs with E flat minor chords in them? And then they say, I don't know, maybe because I thought you wanted to grow as a musician. And you go, this band has never been about this. It's about the energy and the passion. It's not about growing as a musician. You know that. That's why we joined the band. And then he says, dude, I don't care why you joined the band. I know that I want to actually make it in this business, and I put in the time and energy to learn how to play all these chords. And you say, yeah, but that's because it's on piano. You get to sit down the whole time, and you get to just like push things gently with your fingers. You don't have to do all this stuff. And then he says to you, you can sit down when you play. And then you say, yeah, but then I'm going to look like a dork on stage sitting down. I have to bring a stool with me. I'm sure the venues have stools you can use. Well, I don't know that. What if we show up at a venue and they don't have a stool? Well, then I guess you'll have to stand for that one. So that's an example of the sort of conversation you can avoid if you know bar chords. All right, I wrote down here, common excuses and reassurances. I think this is where I'm supposed to read your mind. And yeah, so my hands aren't big enough. My fingers aren't strong enough. I don't practice enough. Just look, just go sign up for the course. It's free. It's fun. It's easy. You're going to love it. And then I will deal with all of your apprehensions and everything, and I'll reassure you there. Right here, right now, I wasn't planning on recording this long today, so I'm kind of in a bad mood. But I think I'm in a good mood for like the entire bar chord course. I don't know. I recorded it a couple years ago, so I don't remember entirely. So I hope I answered all of your questions today. People of the world, friends and relatives,